Hey guys, so in today's video, I wanted to take you through how to set up a cleaning business for less than $250. So this would be the exact step-by-step process I would use if I was to start my own business up again with a minimal budget to begin with. So there's a few things we need to consider before we jump into getting our first clients. Really what I'm going to lay out for you in this is the quickest way to get money coming in. Obviously, there's not a lot of free funds, which is absolutely fine. So we want to try to get clients in as quickly as possible and to get revenue coming into the business as quickly as we can as well. So the first thing to say is that to begin with, you should be doing the cleaning yourself. You shouldn't worry about hiring anyone at the beginning. Obviously, this by you doing the cleaning, that is going to cost you less money. Obviously, it will mean that your time has to go into the job, but you will not have to pay for someone else to do it. You will not have to spend money on recruitment and all those things. So you doing the cleaning at the start is the way to go about it. And I actually think, whether you've got a huge investment funds to begin with or very, very little, I think as the business owner, it definitely makes sense for you to do at least some of the cleaning to begin with. And that's certainly what I did when I started my own cleaning business. And the reason for that is that as the business builds and as the business grows and you bring on new cleaning staff into your business to do the work, the fact that you have first-hand knowledge of what the cleaning jobs entail will be really advantageous for you. So, when your cleaners will contact you, if there's any problems or any issues, you're probably likely to have come across them yourselves. You will be more understanding of what they're saying. And I think that's a really good position to be in. If you don't have that first-hand experience, it's very difficult for you to fully understand any potential problems that are popping up. So that's really important. And I think, as I said, you doing the cleaning at the start, whether you've got lots of money to play with at the beginning or not very much, I think is a very good idea. So given that you're going to be doing the cleaning yourself, the first thing to say is that we obviously need some cleaning products, some basic equipment as well to do the job. So we're going to be focused on house cleaning jobs, standard house cleaning rather than a move in, move out, or rather than a post-construction clean. We're looking for people that are wanting a one-off, one-off clean of their 3-bedroom property or a weekly clean of their 3-bedroom property. So we want to be finding clients that already have the equipment at their home, which 95% will do. So they'll have a vacuum on the house, they'll probably have a mop and bucket. So we want to be bringing cleaning products, and we want to be bringing things like cloths and polishing cloths and things like that. And there's so many resources on YouTube about, the basic products you should be taking, but you don't need to be spending lots and lots of money on lots of different products. But, a general surface cleaner, bathroom cleaner, kitchen cleaner, and having plenty of cloths and drying cloths will get you a long way down that line. So, buying those products will probably set you back about $50 there or thereabouts. As I said, the equipment, the vacuum and the mop and bucket will already be at the client's property. The next thing to do is to think about your pricing. So we're going to go after the standard residential cleaning clients. So, you want to go on to Google, you want to search for other cleaning companies in your area, and you want to get an idea of their pricing. So, you want to be getting in touch with ideally around 20 companies, and you'll get a range of the pricing from low to high. And as we are very much focused on getting the business up and running, getting started, rather than profitability to begin with, I would be looking maybe not at the lowest cost provider, but towards the lower end. So, what that means is that you will, when you are speaking to potential clients, the lower prices, it means that you're more likely to convert that client. So it's more important at the beginning that we get the ball rolling, we get the clients signed up, we get the revenue coming in, and then as the business starts growing, we can then start to look at profitability and pricing as well. So point 2 is looking at the pricing for the competitors. So Point three, as I said, we're looking after the residential. We're looking for residential clients, but the couple of places that I'm going to recommend that you look for those clients. We want to be getting in front of recurring clients rather than one-off clients. So for those of you that are relatively new to the industry, the value of one recurring client is very, very high compared to a one-off client. If you're running a decent quality cleaning business, one new weekly client or bi-weekly client will typically stay with you for 18 months plus. That's the case in my own cleaning business. So if they are paying you $150 every 2 weeks for 18 months, that's many thousands of dollars in revenue. So if you can find one recurring client from one of these marketing channels and keep them, that is a hugely lucrative client to get. So we really want to try and narrow things down. We're going after residential cleaning, but within residential cleaning, we want to try and go after these recurring clients, these weeklies, these bi-weeklies, if possible. So next is a point about whether you need to get a website set up at this stage or not. So as I said, one of the primary objectives of this video is to get the revenue coming in as quickly as possible. So given that, we do not need a website to begin with. There are various other marketing websites where you can find potential clients without having a website. All you need is your email address or your phone number, and this goes on to the two main places that I would be looking for recurring residential clients to begin with, and these two are Bark and Thumbtack. So many of you will have come across these two websites. These are pay-per-lead websites. So if you are, a potential client, you're a house owner looking to get a cleaning company involved, you might go to bark.com and say, I've got a 3-bedroom house, I want it a weekly clean, I'm based in this location, and you submit that inquiry. Bark then connects you to multiple cleaning companies, and those cleaning companies will get in touch with you, and then you can choose which company to go with. So the reason why Bark and Thumbtack would be where I would focus to begin with is that they don't require a website. They just require your contact details. So when you go to Bark, if you see the stream of leads coming down the page, and you can see, say, a weekly client in your area, then that is going to be one that you really want to jump on, and you pay for that lead. So you can cherry pick the ones that look really interesting for you. So Bark and Thumbtack work in a similar way. Avoid Angie's List, avoid any of these sites where they try to get you to sign up for 12 months or longer. You want to go for these pay-per-lead sites where you can just pay for an individual lead. There's no monthly subscription involved with that. So on Bark and Thumbtack, there's a couple of things that I would recommend. So first of all, the quicker you respond to any new leads, the more likely you are to convert that lead to a client. So within my cleaning business, we get back to all our new leads within 3 minutes. And our business is 7 figures in 4 cities. So that just shows you the importance of the response rate. So if a lead is 15 minutes old, half an hour old, even that doesn't sound too long. But if I was to see a lead that was half an hour long, that was submitted half an hour ago, I would say let's avoid that one. So if you see a new one come in, the quicker you can get back to that person, the better. Within 5 minutes, you'll often be the first person to get through to that client. And what you want to be doing is calling that client up rather than emailing. So call them up, and the aim is not to sell. The aim is to understand, what the client's looking for. Understand, is this the first time they've used a cleaning company? Are they switching from another company? If they're coming from another company, then there's probably a reason for that. Maybe there's been issues or complaints, so you can talk to them about how you would get around that. But the idea is that if someone is comfortable with what you're offering, and then you can reveal the price at the end. And if you're priced towards the lower end of the market, then, it really should be a case of, if they like you, they will sign up with you. And, that's really the process we want to go down, try and get them on the phone. Obviously, if you can't get them on the phone, you want to keep trying a few times later on in the day, send them an email. But ideally, the quicker you can get to that, back to that person by calling them, the more likely you are to have a conversation, and the more likely you are to convert that lead. So I would say, if you buy 10 leads, you certainly should be getting at least, a couple of clients from that. So what you are charged for those leads varies depending on where you are in the country. But, if out of that $250 budget, you've spent $50 on cleaning products, that leaves you, $200 to buy leads, and really that's really the focus. So you should be getting at least 10 plus leads for that budget. So get them on the phone, use Bark and Thumbtack, focus on recurring clients, have a conversation with those clients, and then with your low price, it should be a slam dunk. And then you can obviously follow up by email, confirmation, and things like that. Then the final thing to say is that in terms of payment, just do a cash payment on the day. So when you arrive at the client's property, tell them the money needs to be there before you start cleaning. You don't want to be in the position where you complete the clean and then, the client's forgotten to get the money out, and then you're chasing that client for money. So this is how I would get started in the cleaning business. If they are recurring clients and they are happy with what you have done, those first 2 or 3 jobs will hopefully turn to recurring jobs. So you're going to those 2 or 3 clients every week or every 2 weeks. And as soon as that happens, you will start to get money coming through. And at that point, if you are, you've obviously been doing the cleaning, you'll have an idea of the client management. If you are still happy at that stage, then that's the point to look about setting up a website. So on the website side, you can spend many thousands of dollars on websites. You can spend many months tweaking it and getting it better. But at this stage, all we need is a simple website with a simple ability for them to contact you, send an online form or to call you through the website. And that is an extremely easy thing to do in reality. So when you get to that stage, and if you decide you want to, get more serious with your cleaning business, then you would look at hosting providers. There are lots of hosting providers. The hosting provider is basically the company that puts your website on the World Wide Web. So Bluehost is one, GoDaddy is another, SiteGround is the one that we use. So you'll typically pay them $10 a month to have your website hosted online. Through that hosting provider, you can also create your website. So you can buy a domain, and that's the www.seanscleaningservice.com. You'll need to pick a website URL from those that are available. And again, that may be $20 a year. And then once you've bought that domain, then you can create the website, and you can upload something called a website template. And we're going into a bit of detail here. There are lots of different options. WordPress is the most well-known sort of template management system, and you can upload lots of different templates. And these templates have already been created by someone. They already look nice and professional. Just go for a really simple one that just add the title. We provide cleaning services in Boston. In Boston, our pricing is this. This is our number if you want to contact us. This is our email if you want to get some further information from us. It can just be as simple as that. And then you have a website up and running. Once you've got a website running, if you've got Thumbtack and Bark running in the background, and again, you're looking to get more serious with it, that's when you would look at other marketing channels to get some more client leads coming in. And hopefully by this stage, your recurring clients are churning off some revenue. So you'll have some more revenue to put into other marketing channels. And it would be at that stage that I'd be looking at things like Google ads and Google local service ads as well. So they would be the next wave of marketing. So I hope that has been helpful. As I said, this would be the step-by-step process if I was looking to set up my own cleaning business from scratch with very little money to begin with. If this has been helpful for you, please like and comment and subscribe to the channel. And let me know if you have any other questions. So I'll leave it at that, and I will see you in the next one.